Imagine this. You're gathered around the dinner table, the familiar warmth of family surrounding you. The conversation flows easily, laughter punctuates the air, and then, suddenly, it shifts. A loved one mentions a recent cancer diagnosis, and the room falls silent. It's a moment that hits close to home, a reminder of how cancer touches more lives today than ever before. You can't help but wonder, is there something I can do to protect myself and the people I care about? We've all heard the saying, prevention is better than cure. When it comes to cancer, this couldn't be more true. While medical advances have made incredible strides in treating this disease, the ultimate victory lies in stopping it before it even begins. And here's the hopeful part. Nature may have already given us some of the tools we need. Inspired by the wisdom of Dr. Frank Suarez, a pioneer in natural health, we've uncovered 6 remarkable seeds: macadamia nuts, watermelon seeds, millet, sesame seeds, almonds, and pumpkin seeds that can help strengthen your body's defenses against cancer. These aren't exotic, hard-to-find ingredients. They're simple, accessible, and packed with nutrients that protect your cells and support your vitality. In the sections ahead, we'll explore each seed in detail, how it works, why it's so powerful, and how you can easily weave it into your daily life. Our mission is to empower you with knowledge that's not only backed by science, but also grounded in the kind of practical, everyday steps that make a real difference. Because when it comes to your health, you deserve to feel in control and hopeful every step of the way. 1. Macadamia nuts. Have you ever wondered why macadamia nuts are so expensive? It's because they're one of the most difficult nuts to grow and harvest, each one a small labor of love from nature. But let me assure you, their health benefits make them worth every penny. Especially for us, as we embrace the wisdom of our years. I remember the first time I tried a macadamia nut. I was at a friend's gathering, feeling a bit out of place among the chatter, when I noticed a bowl of these smooth, round nuts on the table. I popped one into my mouth, and its rich, buttery flavor took me by surprise. A quiet moment of delight in an ordinary day. Little did I know that this simple indulgence was also a gift to my health. A discovery that felt like uncovering a hidden treasure. A nutritional boost for body and soul. Macadamia nuts are brimming with monounsaturated fats, the good kind that wrap your heart in a protective embrace. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, these fats don't just support your ticker. They also help calm inflammation, a sneaky culprit linked to many chronic conditions, including cancer. Then there's manganese, a mineral these nuts deliver in spades. It powers your body's antioxidant engine, fighting off harmful free radicals, those pesky molecules that can wear down our cells as we age. A gentle shield against cancer. As we journey through life, the shadow of cancer can feel more real, especially with breast and prostate cancers becoming concerns for so many of us. Here's the good news. Research suggests macadamia nuts might offer a helping hand. Their nutrients work quietly but powerfully, soothing inflammation and shielding cells from oxidative damage. While they're not a cure, studies hint at their potential to lower the risk of these common cancers, offering a bit of reassurance when we need it most, bringing them into your day. So, how can you make these little gems part of your life? It's simpler than you might think. Picture yourself enjoying a small handful, about 10 to 12 nuts, as a midday treat, their creamy crunch lifting your spirits. Or imagine stirring chopped macadamia nuts into your morning oatmeal, the warmth of the bowl in your hands as you start the day with intention. Blend them into a smoothie for a velvety richness, or sprinkle them over a crisp salad for a burst of flavor. These small acts weave health into moments you already cherish, a treat that gives back. Macadamia nuts are more than a luxurious bite. They're a gentle way to nurture your vitality, clarity, and peace of mind. So, the next time you savor their buttery goodness, know that you're doing something kind for yourself. Your body, your heart, and even your spirit will thank you. 2. Watermelon seeds. Picture this. It's a warm summer afternoon, the kind where the sun lingers just a bit longer and you're gathered with family at a picnic. The star of the table? A big, juicy watermelon, its bright red flesh promising sweetness with every bite. As you slice it open, those little black seeds scatter across the table, often spit out or brushed aside without a second thought. But what if I told you those tiny seeds hold a legacy of flavor, tradition, and, most importantly, health benefits that could make a real difference as we age? I remember my grandmother always saving the seeds from our watermelon feasts. She'd dry them in the sun and roast them with a pinch of salt, turning them into a crunchy snack we'd munch on during lazy afternoons. Back then, it was just a tasty treat, but now I know she was onto something special. Those little seeds, often forgotten, are actually packed with nutrients that can help protect your health in ways you might never have imagined. A tiny seed with big benefits. Watermelon seeds are like nature's multivitamin, small but mighty. They're bursting with lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that gives tomatoes their red color and acts like a shield for your cells. According to a study in the Journal of Nutrition, lycopene helps protect against oxidative stress, which is just a fancy way of saying it keeps your cells from getting worn out too quickly. Then there's linoleic acid, a healthy fat that helps tame inflammation, something we all want to keep in check as we get older. Together, these nutrients make watermelon seeds a natural ally for your body's defenses, a gentle boost against cancer. As we journey through life, the thought of cancer can feel like a shadow that grows a little darker with each passing year. But here's a ray of hope. Watermelon seeds might help brighten that outlook. Their antioxidants and anti-inflammatory powers work quietly behind the scenes, guarding your cells against damage and giving your immune system a helping hand. While they're not a magic bullet, research suggests they can play a role in reducing the risk of abnormal cell growth. Think of them as tiny protectors, standing guard to keep your body strong and resilient, bringing them into your day. Now, you might be wondering, how do I even eat these seeds? Don't worry, it's easier than you think. Start with a small handful, about 15 to 20 grams a day. You can roast them lightly for a crunchy snack. Just a few minutes in the oven with a pinch of salt does the trick. Soak them overnight to make them easier to digest. Then eat them as is or toss them into a salad. Grind them into a powder to sprinkle over yogurt or blend into smoothies for a subtle nutty flavor. Feeling adventurous? Try making watermelon seed milk. Blend the seeds with water and strain for a creamy, homemade drink. These simple steps can turn a forgotten seed into a daily habit that nurtures your health. A nostalgic boost for your well-being. Watermelon seeds are more than just a blast from the past. They're a small but powerful way to invest in your future. So, the next time you slice open a watermelon, don't toss those seeds aside. Instead, save them, savor them, and know that with every bite, you're giving your body a little extra love. It's a simple act, but one that can bring peace of mind and a sense of control over your health. Have you ever heard of millet? It's not a grain we talk about much here in the West. Quinoa and chia seeds tend to steal the spotlight. But millet has been quietly nourishing people for thousands of years, especially in Africa and Asia, where it's cherished not just for its versatility, but for its remarkable health benefits. I used to think of it as just another grain, too, until a trip to a small village in India changed my perspective. I was visiting a friend's family, and every meal seemed to feature millet in some form. Porridge for breakfast, flatbreads for lunch, even a sweet dessert. Curious, I asked one of the elders about it. She smiled and said, "Millet is our secret to long life. It keeps us strong and healthy." At the time, I thought it was just a lovely tradition, but as I've learned more about nutrition, I realized she was sharing a truth rooted in science. A nutritional boost for body and soul. Millet is like a quiet hero, unassuming but incredibly powerful. It's packed with polyphenol, which are nature's antioxidants. These tiny compounds act like bodyguard for your cells, protecting them from free radicals, those unstable molecules that can cause damage and speed up aging. Free radicals are everywhere, from pollution to stress, and they can lead to inflammation, which is linked to many chronic conditions, including cancer. But millet doesn't stop there. It's also rich in magnesium, a mineral that's essential for over 300 processes in your body. Magnesium helps keep your heart steady, your muscles relaxed, and even supports better sleep, something we all appreciate more as we get older. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that higher magnesium intake is associated with a lower risk of heart disease, making millet a heart-friendly choice. A gentle shield against cancer. As we journey through life, the thought of cancer can feel like a shadow that grows a little darker with each passing year. But here's a ray of hope. Millet might help brighten that outlook. Its antioxidants tackle free radicals head-on, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, two factors that can contribute to cancer development. In fact, research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that millet extracts can inhibit the growth of human colon cancer cells in lab studies. While more research is needed, these findings suggest that adding millet to your diet could be a simple way to support your body's natural defenses, bringing it into your day. Now, you might be wondering, how do I even cook millet? Don't worry, it's easier than you think. Millet is incredibly versatile and has a mild, slightly nutty flavor that pairs well with almost anything. Here are a few simple ways to enjoy it. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooked millet to your favorite soups or stews for extra texture and nutrition. Make a warm millet porridge for breakfast, topped with fresh berries and a drizzle of honey. Swap it for rice in your next stir-fry or grain bowl. It absorbs flavors beautifully and adds a delightful chewiness. Cooking millet is as simple as boiling it in water or broth until it's tender, just like rice. If you're worried about it being bland, try toasting it lightly in a pan before cooking to bring out its natural nuttiness. One thing to note, millet contains goitrogens, which can affect thyroid function if eaten in large amounts. But for most people, enjoying it in moderation is perfectly safe. If you have thyroid concerns, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor. A small grain with a big impact. Millet may be small, but it packs a powerful punch when it comes to your health. By adding just a few tablespoons to your meals each day, you're giving your body a boost of antioxidants, fiber, and essential minerals, all of which help you feel stronger, clearer, and more at peace. It's a simple change, but one that can make a real difference over time. So, the next time you're at the grocery store, don't overlook this modest grain. Pick up a bag of millet and know that with every bite, you're connecting to a tradition of health and longevity that spans generations. Your body and your future self will thank you. 4. Sesame seeds. There's something almost magical about sesame seeds, isn't there? Those tiny, golden specks that add a nutty crunch to your favorite bagel or a stir-fry shared with friends. They're so small, yet they carry a world of flavor and tradition. I remember watching my aunt sprinkle them over her homemade bread, her hands moving with care as she prepared a meal that brought us all together. She'd say, "These little seeds make everything better." And now, science tells us she was right, not just for taste, but for our health too. As we grow older, we start to cherish the small things that keep us feeling strong, vibrant, and connected to the life we love. Sesame seeds are one of those small things, but don't let their size fool you. They're a nutritional powerhouse that can make a big difference, especially when it comes to protecting our bodies as we age. A nutritional boost for body and soul. Sesame seeds are like nature's treasure chest, packed with unique antioxidants called sesamin and sesamol. These compounds are like guardians for your cells, helping to shield them from damage caused by everyday stressors like pollution or even the wear and tear of time. But that's not all. Sesame seeds are also loaded with calcium and magnesium, two minerals that are vital for keeping your bones strong and your heart steady. Just 100 grams of sesame seeds provide an impressive 975 milligrams of calcium, more than a glass of milk, and 351 milligrams of magnesium, according to data from the USDA. These nutrients help you move with ease and keep your energy flowing, so you can enjoy those walks in the park or time spent with your grandkids. A gentle shield against cancer. As we navigate our later years, the worry about cancer can feel like a heavy weight. But here's a spark of hope. Sesame seeds might just be one of nature's ways to lighten that load. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Foods found that sesame seed extracts can slow the growth of cancer cells, particularly in colorectal and breast tissues. This isn't just folklore. These tiny seeds have been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and modern research is catching up, showing how they can support your body's natural defenses. By reducing inflammation and fighting oxidative stress, sesame seeds help create an environment where your cells can thrive, not struggle, bringing them into your day. Now, you might be thinking, how do I make sesame seeds part of my life? The beauty of these seeds is how easy they are to enjoy. A little goes a long way. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons, 10 to 20 grams, a day can give your body a meaningful boost. Here are a few simple ideas to weave them into your routine. Sprinkle them over your morning yogurt or oatmeal for a nutty crunch that starts your day with a smile. Toss them into a salad alongside your favorite greens and a splash of lemon juice for a fresh, zesty meal. Add them to sautéed veggies or use them as a coating for grilled fish or chicken to elevate your dinner. Feeling creative? Blend sesame seeds into a smoothie for a subtle, nutrient-packed flavor. To get the most out of them, try lightly toasting sesame seeds in a dry pan for a couple of minutes. It brings out their rich, nutty aroma and makes them even easier to digest. Just be careful not to overdo it, as high heat can reduce some of their nutrients. A tiny seed with a big heart. Sesame seeds are more than just a topping. They're a small, everyday act of care for your body and spirit. Each sprinkle is a reminder that you're taking steps to stay strong, clear-headed, and ready for life's joys. They connect us to traditions across the world, from Middle Eastern tahini to Asian stir-fries, and they carry the promise of health in every bite. So, the next time you reach for that jar of sesame seeds, know that you're not just adding flavor. You're giving yourself a science-backed shield for your health. It's a simple choice that feels like a warm hug from nature, helping you live with vitality and peace of mind. 5. Almonds. There's something comforting about almonds, isn't there? They're the kind of snack that feels like an old friend, always there, whether you're grabbing a handful during a busy afternoon or sharing them with loved ones over a cozy chat. I remember my father keeping a small tin of almonds on his desk, nibbling on them while reading the paper. "Keeps me sharp," he'd say with a wink. Back then, I thought it was just a quirky habit, but now I know those little nuts were doing so much more for him. And they can for you too. As we embrace our later years, we start to value the simple choices that help us feel vibrant, focused, and ready for life's next chapter. Almonds, with their rich history dating back to ancient Persia, where they symbolized health and longevity, are one of those choices. They're not just a tasty treat. They're a steadfast ally in your journey to stay strong and well. A nutritional boost for body and soul. Almonds are like a powerhouse packed into a small, crunchy shell. They're brimming with vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects your cells from the wear and tear of everyday life. Just 100 grams of almonds deliver about 25 milligrams of vitamin E, according to the USDA, covering more than your daily needs. They're also rich in polyphenol and flavonoids, plant compounds that act like a cleanup crew, sweeping away harmful free radicals. Add to that a hefty dose of magnesium, about 270 milligrams per 100 grams, and you've got a nut that supports your nervous system, eases stress, and keeps your heart humming along smoothly. A gentle shield against cancer. As we age, the thought of cancer can feel like an unwelcome guest, lingering in the back of our minds. But almonds bring a spark of hope. Their antioxidants, especially vitamin E and polyphenol, work tirelessly to neutralize free radicals, those unstable molecules that can damage cells and set the stage for diseases like cancer. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry suggests that almond extracts can inhibit the growth of cancer cells in breast, colon, and prostate tissues. While they're not a cure, almonds offer a natural way to strengthen your body's defenses, giving you one more reason to feel empowered about your health, bringing them into your day. So, how can you make almonds a part of your daily routine? It's easier than you might think, and a little goes a long way. Aim for a small handful, about 20 to 30 grams, or roughly 15 to 20 almonds, each day. To make them even better for you, try this simple trick. Soak them in water for 6 to 8 hours. Overnight works perfectly. Soaking reduces phytic acid, a compound that can block nutrient absorption and makes the almonds easier to digest, especially if your stomach is sensitive. After soaking, you can eat them raw for a quick, satisfying snack that keeps you energized. Chop them up and sprinkle over your morning oatmeal or yogurt for a delightful crunch. Blend them into a smoothie for a creamy texture and a nutrient boost. Add them to salads or baked goods for a wholesome twist. If you're watching your weight, don't worry. Those 20 to 30 grams fit perfectly into a balanced diet without overloading on calories, as long as you enjoy them mindfully. A classic snack with timeless benefits. Almonds are more than just a familiar favorite. They're a small, everyday act of self-care that supports your vitality, clarity, and peace of mind. Each nut is a reminder of the wisdom of ancient traditions and the promise of modern science, working together to help you live well. So, the next time you reach for a handful of almonds, savor not just their flavor, but the strength they bring to your body and spirit. It's a simple choice that feels like a warm embrace, helping you face the future with confidence. 6. Pumpkin seeds. Every fall, as the air turns crisp and pumpkins start appearing on porches, I think of the cozy evenings spent carving jack-o'-lanterns with my kids. We'd scoop out the stringy insides, and those little pumpkin seeds would end up in a pile, destined for the trash. If only I'd known then what I know now. Those seeds, so often tossed aside, are a treasure trove of nutrition, waiting to be reclaimed. They're not just a byproduct of pumpkin pie. They're a gift from nature that can help keep us strong and healthy as we age. There's something deeply satisfying about rediscovering something you've overlooked, isn't there? For me, it was realizing that pumpkin seeds could be more than a seasonal afterthought. They could be a daily habit that supports my vitality and peace of mind. As we navigate our later years, finding simple ways to nurture our health feels like a small victory, and pumpkin seeds are one of those quiet heroes. A nutritional boost for body and soul. Pumpkin seeds are like a nutritional Swiss Army knife, small but packed with tools to keep you thriving. They're loaded with zinc, a mineral that's like a cheerleader for your immune system, helping your body repair cells and stay resilient. Just 100 grams of pumpkin seeds deliver about 7 milligrams of zinc, according to the USDA, making them one of nature's richest sources. They're also brimming with magnesium, manganese, and vitamin E nutrients that support everything from your heart to your energy levels. Magnesium keeps your muscles relaxed. Manganese fuels antioxidant defenses, and vitamin E protects your cells from the wear and tear of time. Together, they're a powerhouse for staying vibrant and clear-headed, a gentle shield against cancer. As we grow older, the worry about cancer can feel like a shadow that lingers, especially for conditions like prostate, breast, or colon cancer that become more common with age. But here's a spark of hope. Pumpkin seeds might just help lighten that weight. Their zinc and phytosterols, unique plant compounds, work together to support cell repair and slow the growth of abnormal cells. A study published in Nutrition and Cancer found that phytosterols in seeds like pumpkin can inhibit cancer cell growth in breast and colon tissues, while zinc plays a key role in prostate health, particularly for men over 50. These seeds aren't a cure, but they're a natural, science-backed way to give your body an extra layer of protection, bringing them into your day. So, how you make pumpkin seeds a part of your life? It's easier than you might think, and they're as versatile as they are nutritious. Aim for a small handful, about 30 grams a day, to get a meaningful dose of their benefits. Here are some simple ways to enjoy them. Munch on them raw or lightly toasted for a satisfying snack that curbs your hunger and lifts your spirits. Sprinkle them over a salad for a nutty crunch that pairs perfectly with fresh greens and a drizzle of olive oil. Stir them into oatmeal or yogurt for a breakfast that feels like a warm hug. Blend them into smoothies for a subtle, nutrient-packed boost. To bring out their flavor and make them easier to digest, try toasting them lightly at 150 degrees Celsius for 8 to 10 minutes, just enough to enhance their nutty taste without zapping their nutrients. If you have a sensitive stomach, you can also soak them overnight to soften their tough outer shell. A hidden gem for your health. Pumpkin seeds are more than a seasonal leftover. They're a daily reminder that the simplest things can have the biggest impact. Each handful is a small act of care, connecting you to nature's wisdom and giving you the strength to face each day with confidence. So, the next time you carve a pumpkin or spot these seeds at the store, don't let them pass you by. Scoop them up, savor their crunch, and know that you're giving your body a secret weapon against disease, a small choice that feels like a big step toward a healthier, happier you. Preparation and consumption tips. Let's talk about how to make these 6 incredible seeds: macadamia nuts, watermelon seeds, millet, sesame seeds, almonds, and pumpkin seeds work for you in the easiest, most delicious way possible. I'll never forget the first time I tried preparing seeds at home. I was nervous. Would I ruin them? But as I toasted a handful of pumpkin seeds and their nutty aroma filled the kitchen, I felt like I was unlocking a little secret from nature. It's not just about eating healthy. It's about turning simple ingredients into moments of joy and care for yourself. Here's how you can bring out the best in these seeds, making them both tasty and easy on your body, so you can feel vibrant and strong without any fuss. Toast lightly for flavor and comfort. To make your seeds even more delicious and digestible, try toasting them lightly at 150 to 160 degrees Celsius, about 300 to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, for 8 to 10 minutes. This gentle heat brings out their natural flavors. Think of the warm, nutty scent of sesame seeds or the cozy crunch of pumpkin seeds. Toasting also reduces phytic acid, a compound that can block nutrient absorption, making it easier for your body to soak up all the goodness. Just spread the seeds on a baking sheet, pop them in the oven, and check them often to avoid overcooking. It's a simple step that feels like a small act of self-love. Boost with vitamin C for maximum benefits. Want to supercharge the nutrients in your seeds? Pair them with foods rich in vitamin C, like a juicy orange or a splash of lemon juice. Vitamin C helps your body absorb iron from seeds, which is especially important for keeping your energy up as you age. Imagine tossing a handful of toasted pumpkin seeds over a spinach salad with a squeeze of lemon. The flavors sing, and your body gets a nutrient boost. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirms that vitamin C enhances iron absorption, making this a perfect synergy for older adults, especially if you're vegetarian or notice your energy dipping. Grind for comfort and versatility. If your stomach sometimes feels sensitive, or if you just want to make seeds easier to enjoy, try grinding them into a fine powder. Use a blender or spice grinder to process about 20 to 30 grams at a time. This not only makes them gentler on your digestive system, but also opens up new ways to use them. Sprinkle ground sesame seeds over yogurt, blend watermelon seed powder into a smoothie, or mix millet flour into your favorite recipes. It's like giving your meals a secret nutrient boost, and it feels effortless. DIY energy bars for a healthy treat. For a grab-and-go option that's as wholesome as it is tasty, try making your own energy bars. Here's a simple recipe. Mix 50 grams of ground pumpkin seeds, 30 grams of ground sesame seeds, a handful of oats, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey or peanut butter. Press the mixture into a small tray. Sprinkle with a pinch of cocoa powder or turmeric for an antioxidant kick, and chill in the fridge for 30 minutes. Slice into bars, and you've got a perfect snack for a busy morning or a pre-walk boost. These bars are a reminder that healthy eating can be delicious and practical, fitting right into your life. As we've explored these 6 seeds, macadamia nuts, watermelon seeds, millet, sesame seeds, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, I hope you felt a spark of hope and empowerment. These aren't just seeds. They're nature's gift, proof that small, everyday choices, like enjoying a handful each day, can build a formidable defense against cancer and support your vitality. It's not about overhauling your life. It's about weaving these simple, nutrient-packed foods into the moments you already cherish, like a quiet breakfast or a shared meal with loved ones. But the real magic happens when you share this wisdom. Imagine passing along these tips to your children, your friends, or your neighbors, creating a ripple effect of healthier living. Picture a friend trying millet porridge for the first time, or a sibling savoring a homemade energy bar, all because you shared a little knowledge. Together, we can spark a wave of wellness that touches everyone we care about. In the spirit of Dr. Frank Suarez, who dedicated his life to empowering people with natural health solutions, let's embrace these seeds as more than food. They're a legacy of hope. Each bite is a step toward lasting wellness, a way to honor your body and the life you've built. So, start small, savor the journey, and know that with every seed, you're nurturing your strength, your clarity, and your joy, one delicious moment at a time.